And Florida Senate just keeps going and going and going and going. For those of you who don't know, our wonderful governor, Ron DeSantis, has decided that Florida will be considered a safe territory. And in their efforts to keep Florida safe and make it a safe space again, Senator Steve Yarrow,
or however you pronounce that shit,
has introduced a new bill, Senate Law 254, or as they're calling it, the Treatment for Sex Reassignment. I will be calling it the Fuck Your Parental Rights Law. Roll the tape.
Senate Bill 254 would allow the state to take custody of children who are, quote, at risk of seeking gender-affirming care.
For those of you who don't understand, let me break it down for you.
This bill will allow state emergency jurisdiction over children who receive or at risk of receiving gender-affirming care. The bill also covers parents who are receiving gender-affirming care. What does that mean, you say? Let's get into it. What this law is basically saying is if the parent is transgender, they're at risk for losing custody of their children, even if the other parent is from another state. The same bill grants the court authority to take custody of children under the same statute that protects children from domestic violence or abuse, meaning the state could take custody of their children if it is deemed an emergency and necessary. And in this case, the risk of being subjected to the provision of gender reassignment. That is hormone therapy, puberty blockers, and any surgery that affirms a person's perception of his or her sex. The bill even goes further by violating interstate committee by authorizing the courts to vacate child custody determinations of other courts if the child is transgender. Meaning if someone doesn't want their kid to be transgender and doesn't agree with the parent, they can kidnap their child and bring them to Florida.
They will be protected under Florida law and will not face any fucking charges.
This is a war against transgender children and parents. You're basically singling people out to make them what you want them to be. And you do not care how they feel. You just want them to be what you want them to be. These kids are going to kill themselves. I feel like the suicide rate in Florida alone is just going to skyrocket. Because Republicans here are choosing to do what the fuck they want. They want to create their own little society where they move backwards. And for some fucking reason, they are getting away with it. Fuck this, a land of the free? Y'all better fucking pay attention. You know who he's starting to sound a whole lot like? Let me show you.
Deutschland keine Feindschaft mit anderen Völkern will.
We fight the woke in the legislature. We fight the woke in the schools. We fight the woke in the corporations. We will never, ever surrender to the woke mob.
Will heute wieder ein Prophet sein.
God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a protector.
Stay woke. Have a good day.